Conservatorships can be created that fit at one phase of a person's life and not at another phase of a person's life, correct?
Yes.
And they can be put together for one purpose, and then circumstances can change where the spirit or the purpose with which something was created becomes obsolete.
When I looked at this voluntary guardianship petition and the settlement agreement, there is no such thing in any state of the United States as a voluntary, irrevocable guardianship. Those two words shouldn't be in the same paragraph. When you voluntarily enter into a guardianship or a conservatorship, it should be easier, not harder, for you to get out of it. So I think that the folks who had you sign that kept showing you irrevocable guardianship, and perhaps that caused you not to fight as hard as you should have. So we know that the standard nationwide for having a conservatorship or a guardianship is whether or not a person is capable of making sound decisions. Now, that should be the same standard for you to back out of this arrangement. But I can tell you as a practical matter that you need to go a little bit beyond that. You need to show them that not only are you capable of making sound financial decisions, but that you actually are making sound financial decisions.
Well, I would submit it's none of their damn business. It's her damn money. She has the right to do what she wants to do with it. If she wants to go blow through it, that's her money. It's not their decision. If it was a just conservatorship, I get it. I think she should challenge the right of them to have an opinion at all. If it's a valid instrument, then they have the vote. But it seems to me if it was set up because she's incompetent, she's not incompetent.
So there are two parts here. One is the legislative side, and I served for 14 years as a New York State legislator and was involved in writing guardianship laws, so we studied them all across the United States. And whether we call it a conservatorship or a guardianship, it's supposed to be of the least restrictive means available. That is clearly not the situation you're dealing in. And I am not suggesting not to, raise bloody blank, but as a practical matter, we want to get you out of this darn thing first, and then you have recourse. The laws of all 50 states say that a guardian has personal responsibility. If they were not watching the hen house and the financial advisory firm was raping the guardianship assets in fees, they're going to have to pay you.
Ann-Margaret, isn't a conservatorship going to be cumbersome?
Absolutely. So a conservatorship is the remedy of absolute last resort. And I think you need to think long and hard about erecting safeguards around the different accounts, impose a voluntary credit freeze with the 3 large credit bureaus. But beyond that, you want to look at your own planning in the statistically unlikely event that she is the surviving spouse.
Right.
Your will from a million years ago leaves everything to her, and a court would be on that in 3 minutes.
Right.
So you want to think about creating a trust so everything you have goes into the trust for her soft landing and her lifetime benefit.
Right.